There's so many things that make this an amazing crimping iron. First of all, the heat element is completely trapped when you are doing your hair, so you can touch it all over and you're not going to get burnt. Of course, it's warm to the touch, but you're not going to actually sizzle your skin. And if you're a klutz like me, that is very important. It has automatic shut off, which is also very important because I would forget my brain if it was not in my head. So that is also really good. I love the 360 swivel cord. It does have Velcro on the cord, so if you bring it to travel a lot and that's important to you. One thing I really do like about it is that you can lock it. So especially if you're throwing it in a suitcase or whatever, I don't know, I just find that that's really nice. Or if you don't want, you have little kids and you don't want them walking up and being able to access the hot element, that's really nice. But this does my hair so quickly, so smoothly. I already have the bottom part done, but let's finish with the top. And then I'm gonna show you how with this fun iron. This adds volume to my hair. I have very flat hair. It never stays where I want it to. It doesn't matter the amount of teasing I do. It doesn't matter the amount of product I put in. It doesn't matter what product I use or how I spray it with hairspray. This has been the only solution I have found to actually add a little bit of volume at my roots, which I absolutely love. This heats up so quick. I don't know if you can see it, but it literally goes up 2 degrees every second. So it's gonna set really quickly. While that sets, I'm gonna finish my hair and then I'll show you how I use that to get some volume in my hair. But I just do big sections with this, which I love. I love how big it is. I have short hair. I have no time in the morning to get ready. I have this set for 8 seconds. So you can set it anywhere from 4 to 10 seconds. And it's just a reminder to move it down your hair. And what that does is it helps give the type of definition that you want. And you're going to get the same definition everywhere around your head. Because if you're busy or you're doing something and you don't want to count every time that you use the crimper, you don't have to. You can just let it count for you. And then every 8 seconds, it's gonna beep and you can move it around your head. It does have automatic shut off, which is very nice and very important. I love the style, the sleekness of it, and really just how big it is. It is so important to me now at this stage in my life to not have any open heating element that a little kid or myself can physically touch or grab or touch against my cheek or my forehead or whatever, because Lord knows I do that all the time as well. Now, if you're not interested in getting both of the irons, I don't think it's necessary because I do think that this crimping iron alone gives a pretty nice amount of volume. However, if you really want volume that is going to stick and stay all day, if you have fine hair like me and you've struggled with volume your whole life, the volume texture volume adder really is the way to go. I love the defined look that this gives, and again, you can adjust the definition of the crimp depending on what heat setting depending on what heat setting you have it on, as well as how long you hold it in each position. So those are going to be the biggest factors. But this whole routine takes me about 10 minutes in the morning, which is really nice. It's a little slower right now because I'm not 100% focused and I'm talking and trying to explain at the same time. But if I actually am zoned in and just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, it literally does take me about 10 minutes to do my whole head in the morning. So it's a super quick hair routine. If you don't have a lot of time in the morning, it's something that can be a game changer between getting my daughter on the bus or having to drive her to school. Now, I am really not good with hair. A beauty professional, I am not. So anything that is simple enough for me to use, I promise you, you can use. I cannot do anything. I have 3 things that I use on my face in the morning. I don't have a 10-step skincare routine. I'm lucky if I even have time to wash my face. So this is definitely something that you're going to be able to do. The crimper does all the work. Unlike a curling iron, I find you actually do have to have some sort of skill or know how to use it. A crimper, it is hairstyling for dummies, which I say with love because that is me. Voila. And there you have it. That is my defined kink for the morning. It might not be perfect in the back because, like I said, I'm not actually going out or anything today. But now let's use our balloon to get a little volume into here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go underneath, take a bit of hair, crimp it right at the root. Do it in a couple layers. You can already see how much more that is sticking out in compared to, let's do another one here. This is not something you have to use all over your whole head. Of course you could. I just like to do it on the sides and get the crown because I find that now you're going to want to make sure you leave enough hair that it's going to cover the spots that you're doing because it does leave a funky little kink. but that's the whole point. That is what is going to give your hair volume and keep it voluminous all day long. So you can just tell how much more volume that's already giving my hair. It's kind of ridiculous. So I love that. And what you can then go back and do, just recrimp parts of your hair if you want. I don't always do that, kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I also typically wear glasses, so let's put some glasses on and see if I can see better. So you can clearly tell how much more volume this side has than this. So that is my little secret, my 10 to 12 minute routine in the morning to get defined crimps with volume that lasts all day.